If you haven't heard this song, it's called So Am I, and I played it during the keynote. I don't know if you remember that. It goes, I won't play it now, but it's like, so am I, da, da, da. I can't sing. But basically it's like, have you ever felt like a misfit? Have you ever, da, 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 da. I mean, all the things that I felt growing up. I remember so distinctly feeling less than less. And I don't want to talk about that today because I don't feel that way, because I have smashed the self-doubt and I continue to smash it. Every once in a while, I mean, even during quarantine, I got a comment from someone that wanted to tell me how much better I looked without, certain things. And I just, thank you, but, you have to love yourself. And when people criticize you or critique you or want to give you feedback, you can say, no, thank you. I'm not going to listen to that. And not only on a personal level, but on a business level. We just had the best meeting. It was a big meeting. It was a big meeting. And when you are confident in what you are doing and your reason and your passion and your why, amazing things happen, you guys. I remember distinctly being very scared going into a meeting one time. It was at Canon headquarters, and I completely felt overwhelmed. I felt like I was going to a Star Trek convention. I'd never seen such huge security. I'd flown into New York City. They came and picked me and my girls. That's where my girls worked for me before they all quit on me. Thank you so much, Taylor and Gentry. Whatever. They decided to have kids, whatever. Anyway, and so they came and picked us up in a limo, and I was like, and then you had to basically give your blood before you could go in there. And I remember thinking, man, Canon does not mess around. And they took me on a private tour of like how it happens. You guys, Canon cameras, they don't mess around. It was awesome. And I remember sitting in that meeting going, what am I doing here? Like, they had seen me on Home Shopping Network. They started following me and they watched me. Steph, I remember the girl I worked with, Stephanie, she's like, yeah, we've been watching you like for 2 years, because they wanted to see if I was the real deal. And I remember sitting there and they go, so Teresa, what do you want? What do you want to do? And I'm like, well, you called me. I don't know what you want me to do here. And you probably all know that later I did the Teresa Collins Gold Selfie with them. And you guys, that came about because I was confident but not conceited on what I knew that we needed as creative people. Like, everybody wants to print out their photos, whether you're a creative person or whether you're just, we love photos. At least I do. I love to be able to print out my photos.
I noticed that you do.
I actually printed those out myself. And so I remember going to that meeting and they started throwing out names like Andre Agassi and all these real celebrities. And I just sit there and I go, okay, well, that's great. They're like different people that are very behind the scenes. They were talking about like, what are your requirements and all these different things. And I just sat there and I go, why are they kind of like talking about like really, really famous people? And then why did you call me here? But I also knew that even though I'm not Andre Agassi or I'm not a, big, huge name celebrity like that, I had worth. And I did not go in there shrinking. Because a lot of times I think in certain situations we shrink. We allow people to shrink us instead of going, wait, I'm just as important as whoever, anybody. And I think that's so important that we remember that. And so many times we follow these celebrities online and you're spending all this time, especially our younger girls and guys, the kids, they're spending all this time worrying about what, I don't want to say, but maybe like one of the Kardashians or what lipsticks they're wearing or whatever, instead of, if they took that same time and if we took that same time and said, hey, I'm going to work on things I need to work on. I need to work on these things, instead of like spending all your time worrying about what someone else is doing or being consumed with wanting to be something that you're not or someone you're not, because you are you. You were made perfectly you. In my office, I kind of took it from that spot here. I have it framed I Am Enough. PDF, the Teresa Collins, I Am Enough. It's on my website right now. So you can print this out so you can remember I am enough. You know, this is a good conversation to have. And the feelings of feeling enough. What do you feel about that? As a man, I want to hear your perspective. By the way, this is a new show called The Do, instead of the T, The Do. The Do with the duo.
Don't spill the do. That's a precious resource for you.
Don't even come near my Diet Mountain Dew, you guys. This is my love language. I love it. Don't. Why are you looking at me that way?
I've got a Diet Coke right here. I'm good.
No, whatever. Okay. He does sometimes try to take sips of my drinks, and I'm like, ugh. Okay. What do you feel like as men? As a man, you're like.
It's totally different. Just because I think for men to feel enough, it has more to do with, do you provide for your family? Do you have a job? Do you, outside things about being like a provider more than it is about internal emotional stuff. But I think we probably feel the same in a lot of ways, but we don't really talk about it. Don't really.
Men are different in a way,
Yeah.
Right? Do you ever? Okay, so I have a question
Much more
for you.
surface with our friends. How's it going? Good. All right, cool. See
Can
you
I
later.
interview real quick, Mr. Weber?
No.
Yes.
You'll
Okay,
have
I
to talk to
can.
my
Thank
agent
you.
about
Your
that.
agent is fired. Okay, I have a question for you. So I was always bullied. Like I was told, like they called me all kinds of names, but they threw stuff at me because my mom smoked. Everybody was like, "You stink," and I literally had no one to play with and different things. Like it was really bad. Did you ever encounter that, or did you just always have like friends, or did you ever worry about making friends, or did you ever? Did you ever feel alone?
Every once in a while, you have like a group of friends where all of a sudden you're on the outs and you're like, "Hey, wait, what happened? How come I'm not like in the group anymore?"
That still happens, I think.
But then it kind of sorts itself out. Guys are different.
I believe
We either sort it out fast or we just say, "All right, see ya." I still want like, "Oh gosh, what happened? What did I say? What happened?" I'm like, "All right."
You don't overthink it. Like I do that. I think that's normal as a woman. I realize, you know what changed for me is I decided to become my own best friend. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I was like, hey, and I started to love myself. Like I remember one time, I don't know if you remember this, we hadn't been married too long, and I had been on the love diet, which means Mr. Weber was feeding me a lot of food and I gained a lot of weight.
We're having a good time.
And we were having a good time and we were eating a lot, going out to eat all the time. And Mr. Weber didn't inform me that I had gained probably 70 pounds. Why didn't you say something to me?
What does it matter?
He didn't. He loved me. But then I started having health issues. And then I was like, you got to get this in control. But I remember feeling so good about myself because I still love myself. And you made me feel loved. You never made me feel like, girl, what is going on? And if anything, I mean, once I couldn't wear my jeans, I kept having to buy bigger jeans. I knew, I was like, well, but I still love myself, and I love myself just as much at 240 pounds. I'm just going to be honest. I got up to 240 pounds. I can't believe I just shared that.
Sure.
But I love myself. I thought I looked good. I look at mirror pictures now and I go, oh, wow. But I've
If you're
lost.
Hot, you're hot. What are you going to do?
Yeah. So I've lost over 90 some pounds. Wow. I just realized that. That's kind of crazy. By the way, I'm not consumed with like the weight on the scale. I use it as a check mark, and I'm actually up a little bit from quarantine. I gained 10 pounds and now I've lost most of it, but I haven't gained it up. I mean, and I just use it as a marker. But Mr. Weber, what did you buy?
What are we talking about?
What did you buy that I was eating to gain 10 pounds?
Oh, well, I bought the giant Costco peanut M&Ms thinking we would share that container.
Oh.
It's kind of like when I buy the prosciutto from Costco and it's like a 2-pack and it's like a his and a hers pack. Yeah.
So,
nope.
You guys, do you want to know what he bought 2 days ago? And he told me he put a limit on it. Tell him what you did to me.
Yeah, but it's a reasonable limit. I bought an ice cream thing that has 6 of the strawberry shortcake ones.
Those are my favorite. Okay, they look like the Captain
and then
Crunch.
It's got 4 ice cream cookie ones, and then like 4 of the drumstick ones. And I
Yes.
know you go straight for the strawberry shortcake
Yes.
ones.
Yes.
But guess what? There's 6 of them in there. So what do you think I said? Do you think I said, let's split them 3 and 3? I was even nicer than that. I said, you can have 4. I will have 2.
I've had 3. I've only have one more left
Because I
for
know
tonight.
otherwise
It's
I'd
my
never get
treat.
one of those.
Yeah.
Ice cream is your
Yeah.
kryptonite.
It's my kryptonite. And so I don't buy regular just ice cream in a bucket because I will eat the entire container. Not even kidding. Like it is my, it just is kind of like a comfort thing, like for me to eat an ice cream. And so, and then I have a rule that after 7 o'clock at night, I don't eat anything because I like to eat at night. And so that's hard for me. And so that's kind of what I've been doing. Why am I even talking about this? This is weird.
Because you're chasing another squirrel.
A squirrel?
That's fine.
Squirrel. This is so cute though.
All squirrels need to be loved. Don't worry
All
about
squirrels. I hope today in some small way has helped you just lift your spirits, because every day when I wake up, I'm like, I'm going to make this the best day ever. How can I do this? How can I give back to others? How can I be, serve more people? How can I do things that bring light to this world and lift people? I think that's really important. And I think so many times the world, we only think about ourselves. And for me, I feel like forget about myself, think about other people, and that makes me happy. The power of
You're
positivity.
selfless to a fault.
Stop it. Now you're going to
I have
embarrass
to
me.
try and say, dude, slow it down a little bit.
If you will share this video with your friends, I would be so thankful, because I believe in this message. I believe in what we're doing. So if you will share and comment, that will be thanks enough for just, everybody to know that I am enough. It's so important, you guys. It's so important. Love you.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
guys.